Welcome to News Booze.
And what we choose with Dami and Danielle.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh, I know that you were sick this week, so you're drinking a little something different. Cheers.
Cheers.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking what would be a hot toddy, but I use tequila, so I'm calling it a hot mommy.
I like that. Or a hot Tatiana. Um,
What are you drinking?
I've actually never had a hot toddy, FYI.
Hmm.
I'm definitely one of those people, if I'm sick, I want nothing to do with any type of alcohol, even if it's gonna make me feel better. Heck
Yeah,
no.
they say that
I'm,
tequila kills everything. So,
well, alcohol does.
Well,
So
no, like I've heard specifically that if you take a little shot of tequila, just a little tiny splash every day, it helps you not get sick.
did like your Mexican friggin' grandma tell you that?
She might as well.
A spoonful of tequila a day keeps the doctor away.
I have a very good, funny couples. We'll tell it later, but funny story about her and tequila. She's hilarious. But yeah, she might as well have. No, a friend told me that. I don't know if it's true, but here I am today.
Well, I hope it works its magic. I know you're on the tail end of it, but hopefully you feel really great, especially for this Easter weekend. Before we get into what our plans are, I'm
Yep.
drinking Avaline. Avaline.
Hmm.
It's the one that it's organic and doesn't have any sugar added. So you're apparently supposed to wake up feeling lovely. So
Oh.
I'm hoping that's the case because tomorrow we're doing a good chunk of the Easter celebration. I'll go into what happened or what I did last week, but I really want to mention this. So tomorrow we're going to an orchard up in Apple Hill, and they're having this whole thing where like the Easter Bunny will be there. There'll be like 5,000 eggs hidden on their property, and then they're doing like fake tattoo booths where like the kids can all have like fake sparkly tattoos. They're doing a couple of, I think, arts and crafts type of dealio, but it's going to be really fun. And then the place itself has like the best apple juice ever. So I get this massive jug and it's so good. It's the best apple juice on the planet. It's like that super cloudy, you can't see through it, like real, real fresh. So I'm gonna get that. And they also have apple wine, but I've
Oh,
never tried apple wine before. Have you?
I don't think that I have. Sounds good. Are you gonna try
I
it?
think I think I'm gonna get a bottle and
Mhm.
maybe I'll save it for next week's episode and try it
Yeah.
because it looked really good, but I
No.
just didn't get a bottle last time I went.
It's either going to be really good or a giant headache.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like I mean, I'm hoping the sweetness from the apples means that no additional sugar is added, but still,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Water.
But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the Easter egg hunt, and then at night at home, I'm gonna do a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt.
That's adorable. Are you doing that inside the house or like outside? Inside.
Now I'm gonna like turn everything off in the front of that house and just like start hiding everything around, and then they'll come out from like watching a movie or something in the back, and then they'll be able to do a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt before bed.
I love that. That's adorable.
I'm excited because I also Easter Day, I was thinking about I'm like, okay, if we're already gonna go to the orchard
Hmm.
and do the daytime where they get to meet the Easter Bunny and all that, it's the first time they meet, so hopefully they don't like freak out. I'll take pictures either way. Um, but we're gonna do that and then the glow in the dark Easter egg hunt. So I'm like, I kind of just want to like stick it to that. And then Sunday will
Yeah.
be the basket. Easter Bunny will lead the basket. So they'll have their whole rest of Sunday to play with all their stuff. And then we'll make Easter egg cookies.
Cute.
But instead of decorating eggs tomorrow, we're going to decorate giant marshmallows.
Oh my God, that's adorable. Because yeah, why would you buy eggs right now? And you are vegan, so who's gonna eat the eggs?
Well, and they don't even like eggs. Like I mean, my boy Wyatt, he loves turmeric tofu, which is my egg. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, they love marshmallows though. So I saw this thing where you can actually dip a marshmallow in water and dip
Hmm.
it in sprinkles, or you can do actually dye the water, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want dye in their stuff, but I have a bunch of sprinkles, so you can decorate marshmallows with sprinkles and then you get to eat them right after.
That's cute. Very cute.
Hmm. What are you
Um,
guys doing?
Okay, so I have baskets that I've saved that I bought a while back. I have not bought stuff to put, like things for the basket. So I was like, maybe I'll go tomorrow night. I'm not sure,
Go to
but
Target.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go to Target, and then I have a couple people's birthdays that are coming up that I probably should buy something for. But tomorrow I have a friend coming over with her daughter in the evening, so I'm gonna make them dinner, and we're just gonna play in the backyard, and hopefully it'll be warm enough to like pull up
Do a
this.
glow in the dark Easter egg hunt.
Oh, that would be cute. I don't know if she'll be here like when it's still dark though, but they can
Oh,
do it inside. But yeah, that'll be cute. And then we're just going to families on Sunday. Which I always love. It's always a good time. But I gotta figure out how to like nap time that whole fiasco when you're like you gotta be at this place.
girl, you may have to make them go completely batshit and then they
Mm,
fall asleep in the car on the way home.
sounds miserable.
I know, but that's the only sucky thing is when you do have to go and
Mhm.
leave your routine and go do something that you have to kind of do that battle of are you actually going to nap or is it going to be me in the room for 45 minutes trying to convince you to go to sleep?
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
Exactly.
But speaking of Easter and kind of just like this is going into grinds our gears. I know I didn't add anything to the notes because I was sick this week. I'm sorry.
No, you have an excuse, girl. You were sick.
I was dying. But I saw that the White House is doing
Oh my God.
30,000 eggs, real eggs that they like decided to not do the plastic eggs, and they're doing 30,000 eggs. What do you think of that?
No kid wants to find, okay, when I was growing up, it was always the ones you decorated the night before, they would be hidden, but amongst eggs filled with chocolate or money or
Yes.
whatever. No kid is going to be stoked about finding a real egg. And is it going to be hard boiled or not?
Oh, I hope
And if
so.
it's not, and if it's not, it's just gonna be sitting in the sun. What the hell? That's so gross. So it's like you're not giving kids plastic eggs filled with chocolate or like coins or something. Like this would be the best time for him to create like a new coin. This is
Yeah.
with Donald Trump's face on it.
Oh, I'm sure that's coming.
Oh, well, did you see the gold card and it has his face on it?
No, no, but
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised.
apparently billionaires can buy it and it has like membership.
Oh,
So it's
girl.
like basically like a membership club.
Cool guys. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Before we move on to the rest of the grinds our gears, for sure, that is the lamest thing I've ever heard. Um, and I'm just also kind of thinking about, did you ever watch Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, of course.
When when Kirk is like in charge of the Easter egg hiding, and then he didn't make a map, so there's eggs rotting in the time or in the
Yeah.
square, and like he has to go find them all, and he's like completely disheveled, hasn't slept in 2 days, trying to find the last of them.
That's like
That's
gonna
what's
be
gonna
the
happen.
follow-up. Yeah, that's gonna be like the follow-up news article is like White House did like
Stinks like rotten eggs.
I mean, on one hand, I'm kind of like glad that there's not a bunch of like plastic eggs either. I don't love plastic
Okay.
eggs, but at the same time, this whole real egg thing, especially right now with the economy, people can barely afford eggs, and this is paid by taxpayer money, like funded, and we're paying. This is just so very like let them eat their, eat their cake, or let them have their cake and eat it too. No, that's not the same.
Let them eat cake.
Yes. Thank you.
I saw that where it was like a let them eat cake situation where it was like kind of, hi, eggs are so expensive, but let me do how many thousands of eggs, real eggs,
Very out
and
of touch. Yeah.
they don't care anymore. I think like they're so far out of touch that they just don't even care. They don't think about it. It's like, yes, plastic eggs, I get it, microplastics and all that shebang. That's probably why they are doing real eggs, but at the same time, you're also like,
Oh, I think that they're not doing it plastic eggs because they know that it was going to piss us off. It's a perfect easy grab story. This is like the whole Steve Bannon three story. Like, here's an easy one. I mean, eventually you're going to run out of them, right? So you just got to make shit up.
Jesus Christ. Well, before we go back into the
Yeah.
grinds my gears or grinds our gears, one thing I definitely do want to shout out is the fact that I did go on Saturday. I want to say Saturday, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's Saturday, yeah. So I did go see my cousin do her aerial circus, the
Oh.
Nevada City Circus, and then it was at this kombucha place called Gold Vibe. Yeah, Gold Vibe. I kept wanting to say Good Vibe, but it's Gold Vibe, and it was delicious. Such good kombucha. They also have beers and IPAs and stuff, but they had kombucha, and that's, like I wanted to actually try if they're a kombuchery. I want to try the kombucha. So good, so delicious, and they had it's called Vegan Circus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'll put it in the description, but they had such good vegan food, delicious. And then they had a whole like arcade too. Like so after the aerial circus performance, they turned all the arcade games back on. And the kids, of course, like I wish I knew that because I would have brought coins. So the entire time they were like, coins, coins. I'm like, I don't have coins. Like, I'm sorry. But
Just
we're definitely gonna go back for sure. And then they also had like for people who eat meat and stuff, they had like a brisket sandwich station too. So people were having like and they were barbecuing it fresh like outside. But overall it was super, super fun. Um, and just in general, like I think also getting introduced to places that are around me, kind
mm-hmm.
of. It was 45 minutes away, but places that are around me because like I work from home. I'm
Mm-hmm.
always home. So it's nice to actually experience something new. So that was really fun. And then you were sick. So
Yeah, I stayed home most of the week. Like, I think
oh, is
any.
everyone else feeling better?
Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone's over it. The boys just are snotty messes, and
And that
Charlie
always lasts so long too.
he does. I feel like every child is snotty. Like you go and see friends, and you're like snot, 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 and snot.
Oh yeah. Well, and poor
Ah,
Forrest has allergies so
oh,
bad.
poor
So he'll
thing.
say, I have pink eyes. And I'm like, no, your eyes aren't, they're
Oh.
itchy. That you don't have two pink eyes, I promise. All right, well, speaking of also going back to the egg situation, speaking of wasting money, let's chat about Blue Origin space launch. Waste
Uh,
of money. Oh my God. If you are not watching, Damiana just did a great reenactment of Katy Perry, not looking out the window at the in space, but looking at her own face with her little daisy. So,
Did
okay,
she?
let's get into
I think she
it.
was like a photo of her from behind, right? Like where she's just like
Yeah,
posing or something.
but then she does like the over the shoulder, like, it's like, girl, are you even realizing where you are? And also, let's also talk about the fact that it was 11 minutes.
Hmm.
11 minutes. Okay. The only one of the troupe that I'm actually really proud of that did get a chance to go into space was Amanda Nguyen. She was the one that she actually went to Harvard, MIT. She studied with NASA, but then she unfortunately, life took a turn and she got sexually assaulted.
Oh
And so
yeah.
she put a lot of focus and stopped going towards her goal of being an astronaut
Mhm.
and put her focus into survivors and like helping
Yeah.
people that, the hard R word. Um, so I'm really proud that she was able to go.
Hmm.
But Katy Perry, why? Why? Like of all the people, all the other options, like why?
I just think the whole mission in itself was just like horrible timing. Like go back to 2017, 2016, 2015, maybe. Like I think that would have been like perfect, you know? It just felt like you've got people literally dying, children and families are dying in the Middle East and they are being like it's a full-on genocide. Then just that in itself, it's just the wrong time. The world is on fire, and then you got that shit going on. And it's like, yeah, I don't feel empowered as a woman.
Oh,
Like
I know.
that's
that was
fine
like
for
the whole thing,
you.
like, oh, empowered women. Who made the
Um,
spaceship go off? Was it a woman? Probably not.
I mean, maybe. But like I
Oh,
think. was a marketing ploy. That's how they spend it because they
Yeah.
knew that these conversations were going to happen. And so it's
No,
like,
and also
oh,
now you can put $100,000 down for your ticket to go to space. Like it's literally a cash grab because now they're trying to promote it where now you can do the same thing. Only $100,000 down for your ticket to space for 11 minutes. Like I
amazing.
thought it would make more sense if they're like, okay, we're going to stay in space for a week.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool. And then like have a camera in there, seeing what they do each day, all the stuff. I thought that would have been a cool idea, not literally you're going for 11 minutes.
No, I think it's just bad timing. Like if rich, famous people want to go do that, that's great, go do it. I don't want it to be marketed in my face because that's exactly what it was, Danielle. You're so right. It basically was an ad. They did an ad for the world and it's gross. Get out of here. Like not right now. Go
And I
enjoy
saw this thing that
your
said
luxury
that
there.
Katy Perry's space trip could have paid for the
Mm,
salaries of 400 to 600 teachers based on the state, the salaries of 500 plus park rangers, RIP, the student debt of 700 people, the cost of 6.2 million school lunches. But yeah, empower women. Sure, sure,
mm.
sure, sure.
Yeah, and just horrible, horrible
Well,
timing.
and
Like let's
also,
put the effort towards something else, like something good. But it's done, right? It's kind of like, okay, now we know that you're extremely self-indulgent and tone deaf to like what is happening.
I don't even think they like actually open up the newspaper anymore, or turn on their computer or open their phone and look at what's going on in the world. They're literally just like, what can we do for ourselves today?
Uh,
Um, and
yeah.
also let's talk about the rocket. I've seen it before.
Mhm.
But why in the hell is it shaped like a penis? I miss the shapes of the actual rocket, the old with the tippy tip top, and then like the two little flying thingies or whatever. Clearly, I'm an expert in rockets because I don't even know what that means or what I just said. But you know what I'm talking about, like an old-fashioned rocket shape. No, his is legitimately the shape of a penis, a circumcised penis.
Yeah, I did notice that, and I was like, well, I guess that must just be the best shape that there is for a rocket ship.
Aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic. What did you think about like on one hand, like I do love Gail, but I've seen and I love Oprah. But like Oprah was like, Gail is brave and blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
Oprah is
yeah, I'm for
scandalous. Just
Gail.
bloody. Oprah was whole part of the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, but okay.
Oh, bummer. I don't think I knew that. But I mean, okay, so just like, yes, brave that you did something that's scary, but brave to you, like as if people who are afraid to get in the car and go on the freeway, like that's brave.
It
But
was an
we're
11-minute space trip. It's not like you guys did anything of actual, like, all right, now we're going to study how all these women live in a spaceship together for a
Mhm.
week. Like, they didn't do any of that. They literally just hopped in a vehicle,
Yeah.
went to space for 11 minutes, came on back, and then Katy Perry jumped out and kissed the ground. Like, the astronauts that were in space, remember, trapped for 8 months.
Hmm.
I love all the memes that are happening where it's like that 8 months, trapped in space for 8 months, and they're like side-eyeing her, like, but she's coming out like, I'm alive, daisy to the sky, kiss the ground. This is why you're getting roasted online by Wendy's girlfriend.
Does she know
Did you?
that no, does she know that she's being roasted? And no, I didn't see
Oh
it in the
God, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
she does,
So Wendy's tweeted being like, can't she just like go back? Like,
okay.
why couldn't we just left her there? And
Yeah.
so they're getting some shit, but not like enough shit for people to actually like boycott Wendy's. But no, she actually made a yeah, so she made a comment or she responded back. So she is very aware of the fact
Okay.
that she is getting some shit.
Hmm.
She would have to turn off Instagram altogether. Like her app would have to get deleted from her phone if she didn't want to see any of it because I feel like all of it is directed towards Katy Perry, but it's like she is the one that was kind of acting like out of pocket.
Like more so than everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, because poor Gail, she looked like she was about to hurl when she got off.
I saw like the cliff notes, but yeah. Ugh. eh. So that's unfortunate. Like maybe they would have gotten away with it and been like a little bit quieter without Katy then. But yeah, I just felt like the whole thing was just like, why?
11 minutes. You spent billions, not just 1 billion, billions for an
Millions.
11-minute trip.
Oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck.
Um, did you see the video of Jeff Bezos tripping and eating shit though?
I did. I did. I didn't like that they said a face plant. I was like, he didn't face plant. That would have been extra great. Like, like
No, he went,
through.
yeah,
Yeah, his hands were out.
that was hilarious. So I was like, he's trying to look in the window and like he runs over and doesn't realize there's a dip.
Do you think that was a show too, or do you think he like really cared? Does he really care? Like that was his wife, right, in there?
Yeah, his wife is in there and
I'm like, is he human? I don't, you know what I mean? Like he's just kind of doesn't seem human to me. Like if
well,
they
it's
don't
like
even,
Mark Zuckerberg.
yeah, like,
They are
like
two peas in a pod.
they're just odd, and the way that they do things that could, that benefit themselves. Like I'm just like, are you on this planet with us? Because I don't think you are.
Oh no, they're definitely like doped up or something. They like are hardcore on ketamine. Haven't you seen that video of Elon Musk? Like
Hmm.
hardcore, like I know he's like autistic, which is ironic enough because that'll go into the RFK Jr. of it all. But
Hmm.
did you see the video? And I'm gonna send it to you because I don't think you did. Of Elon Musk so fucked up out of his mind. He's like, there's a camera on him and someone's talking about something. He's like this, he's doing the
Oh,
like he's doing stretches and cracking his neck and he's like not even paying attention. He's like looking up and like looking around and then they're like kind of waiting for him to respond and he's just kind of like
what is ketamine?
so
I don't even know. Can you like
I know okay yeah I'm gonna Google it on my computer.
CNN does
What
say
is
Elon Musk details his prescription ketamine use, says investors should want him to keep taking it. Oh, so he
oh
really
because apparently ketamine is used for people with autism,
is it?
ketamine therapy and autism.
Hmm.
And interesting, well yeah, that was I think after our time because
Questioning.
we never dilly-dallied in that in our
Yeah.
youth.
No, I'm as clean as a whistle. I never did anything more than a one-time puff of a cigarette, and that was it.
And you didn't drink until you were 22. You didn't even want to drink at 21. You waited until you
That's
were 22.
disgusting.
Gross. This is the name of this podcast says it all. Um, okay, so autism,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
RFK Jr. What the hell? He says, and I quote, will people with autism will never pay taxes, hold a job, or go on a date. And it's an epidemic.
Mm-hmm. He is also so just stupid and disconnected from the world. Like, what? No, there are plenty. Clearly, he doesn't know
He doesn't know
about.
anything. He's never met a person with autism. Oh, actually, he has, Elon Musk.
No, there you go. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Elon Musk has a job.
I wonder, like, did Elon?
And he has like 15,000 children. He says his remarks that children diagnosed with autism are suffering, claiming they will never work, never find love, write a poem, play baseball, and many will never use a toilet unassisted.
Okay. I don't think he knows. That's just
He's,
how he thinks that it's something else. I don't know, but there's a whole show dedicated to being on the spectrum and fighting
oh, love,
love on the spectrum.
love on the spectrum. Yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't watched it, but I heard that, oh my God, you're the entire time you're just smiling the whole
it's
time.
adorable. Love it. Yes. It's what the world needs. Yeah, he's an idiot. And by the way, I just realized this week that his wife is plays the wife of oh my God, I just went blank. Of on Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. She plays like the ex-wife now. Yeah, which really sucks. Her name's Cheryl Hines. And that is
That's
his,
his wife.
yeah, sucks. And she was just snubbed
I loved her. Not
by Trump.
anymore.
I know. I know. I'm
Oh
so sorry.
no.
I was looking at her picture. I'm
Oh
so sorry.
no.
I was looking at her picture like a couple weeks ago too, because I don't remember like what I saw. Oh, I saw the article about Trump snubbing her at like some conference. Like she goes to like shake his hand and he just like basically disses her and goes to the next person. I think maybe he saw like some other man that he like knows and was like,
Of
"Hey guys."
course. Women don't
Um,
matter. Duh.
Totally. But I was looking at the picture and I was like, man, that looks like Cheryl from Curb Your Enthusiasm. And then I just ignored it and I was like, no way. Could never. And then I saw it again and I was like, no, that is Cheryl from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Such a bummer. So,
Oh my God, she was also in The Ugly Truth. Such a good rom-com. She was also in Waitress. Never really watched that, but that got a lot of awards and has the Broadway show. And then
mhm,
RV, rest in peace.
don't know.
Freaking RV has, oh my God. I need to actually say who's all in it. There's like a massive cast. It's Robin Williams, JoJo, the it's just a little too late, a little too wrong. That one. Um, Cheryl Hines plays Robin Williams' wife. Kristen Chenoweth's in it.
Oh, funny.
Josh Hutcherson from the Katniss Everdeen movie, Hunger Games. Jeff Daniels. Such a big cast.
It
And oh
is.
my God, and Tony Hale from Curb Your Enthusiasm and Will Arnett. So,
But it has a terrible rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
oh no, Rotten Tomatoes is such a propaganda. I remember actually back in the day when I used to go to movies, preach kids, like literally go to movie every single weekend. The movies that I liked, and Charlie would probably be like, well, yeah, your taste in movies suck. Um, I would look at Rotten Tomatoes after the fact, and I
Mhm.
would always see the ones that I'm like, oh my God, it was so good. It would be like 40%.
Oh no.
But the ones that I was like, this was a snooze fest, oh my God, were like 99%. So good.
So
So
you're
I don't
like
trust Rotten Tomatoes.
okay, you're like the opposite of Rotten Tomatoes. You want to go for the ones that are like I think I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I'm not always like I'm not always a Rotten Tomatoes snob, but I feel like event like sometimes I'll see something and I'm like, I don't care, I'm watching it, and then I'm like, yeah, loved it. It was great. It was exactly what I needed.
Well, I'm going to keep this tab up so I remember because I just went to look at one of the things of what I watched a movie that was, oh, so good. I'll get into it later, but ratings aren't great. But let me tell you,
Ah.
so good. So good. So Rotten Tomatoes can seriously kiss my ass. Anyway, let's go back to RK Jr. being a dill hole. What,
Yeah.
okay, so he outlawed or whatever red dye, only one of the red dyes, not all of them. Um, but now his thing is like, I'm going to solve uh autism. It's a disease. It's like ending children's lives, and it's like you legitimately have no idea what it is.
You know what I think this is? Because he was an anti-vaxxer. I mean, or he is an anti-vaxxer, and that's why all of Texas is, well,
Measles.
yeah, the measles. Well, I shouldn't say all of Texas, but there's an outbreak in Texas. And I have seen some of my anti-vaxxer acquaintances.
Do you let them play with your kids?
No, they don't live here anymore in California. But like I could see that that is a draw probably for them, right? They go and they research these articles and they, are really passionate about not vaccinating their children. I think that what my guess is that he RFK Jr. was like, where is my like following? And this is such like it's an
They're all dying of measles.
it's like a bunch of parents who are afraid of getting like their kids having autism or whatever that they do there's like a link there. So I feel
Oh,
like maybe
no, it's the whole because he's trying to say certain vaccinations will cause autism. But it's like they've already been proven, not just like one study. It's been proven by multiple studies that that is so inaccurate.
yeah.
But he's like, nope, nope. we're gonna do it again, and
I
we're
think
gonna find
it's just,
we're gonna find an answer that lines up with my beliefs.
and this is just him tapping. I don't think he gives a shit. Again, these people don't give a shit. This is this
Does
has
he
to be
have
like,
children?
I don't even know. We should look. But
Because
no, I
watch
don't.
one of his kids grow up and then they're like they don't have the diagnosis, but they're like an undiagnosed autistic child.
Mm-hmm.
The
Let's see.
irony of it all.
He does have children.
They're not
Um,
vaccinated, probably.
but maybe they are. They
Maybe
might
he
be.
got on the vaccination
He's
like ship.
71 years old. Like his kids are probably vaccinated. He has one, two, three, four children.
Ooh, you know what would be fun? Thanksgiving when he gets to talk down to his kids and like about his grandchildren and be like, "Don't you get my grandchildren any of those vaccines? You're gonna get an autistic disease over here." Fucking idiot.
I don't think he does. I think that this is all such a show. It's like, let me tap into these folks over here who like agree with this rhetoric that I've been spreading. It's all part of this. It's bullshit. I don't even think Trump is this clueless. You know what I mean? Like I think
Well, I
he's
actually even heard him say a damn word about it. So I think he's just letting RFK do his thing. And he's like, boy, take the podium. I don't care. I don't want to be involved in this.
no, he's like cause chaos over there. That sounds great to me. You know what I mean?
He's
Like
like, I'm busy getting people deported.
but yeah, that's the motive. Should we switch to that?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Yeah. Never mind.
yeah.
I saw a quote and I was like, oh, nope, never mind. Yeah, let's switch to how the deportations and people getting detained to be deported, blah, 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 blah. How it's literally people who are native US born. They were born here. They've
Mm,
lived here their whole lives and they are being deported.
yeah.
How? Because you said something bad online and now they're upset at you. So you get to go to a different country you've never lived in before.
Do you have the lady's name in this
I
story?
posted it in our story, but there was one recently I just saw today. Um, Her name, so a US born doctor receives email from immigration officials telling her to leave the country immediately. Dr. Lisa Anderson said she recently received a letter from the Department of Homeland Security telling her it is time for you to leave the United States, is what the top of the email said. Immigration authorities have been pushing non-citizens to leave of their own volition as a self-deport before they have to take matters into their own hands. Dr. Anderson was born in Pennsylvania and is a U.S. citizen. A senior DHS official told NBC News that department has been issuing the notices to individuals who do not have lawful status to remain in the country. If a non-personal email, such as an American citizen contact, has provided by the alien, notices may have been sent to them unintended.
Mm-hmm.
Unintended. So they're getting emails basically probably freaking them the hell out, telling them to leave the country and go back to their country when they've only lived in this country. Oh, it's by mistake. Get your shit together, guys. Like, what is happening over there? Are people just like going like do send
They're just
send like
racist. Yeah, they're idiots who are
she's
racist.
white.
And oh, great.
She is
Wonderful. Yeah.
legitimately white.
What's her name?
Lisa Anderson. She's
Anderson. Lisa Anderson. Wow.
white.
I can't even go off on one on there. Lisa
No.
Anderson. I mean, yeah, I mean, he did say okay, so crazy. I agree. Totally crazy. And I think we're going to see more of this potentially.
Well,
Uh,
what was the guy who
so
talk
this
about that?
all this all started with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Actually, it didn't just start with him. He
I
was
was about
sent.
to say, I'm pretty sure it was like a bunch of people that we
Yeah.
haven't even heard about yet.
Well, yes. And so he was sent with these other men who are El Salvadorian, who maybe some of them, who knows? I can't even say that they're like gang members because you have this administration
Just
who
because
is
they're tattooed doesn't mean they're gang
yeah,
members.
and because you shaved their heads and took like a photo up in front of them like a fucking asshole.
With,
Um,
oh my God, the girl with the extensions, and she's like, I'm here at the prison. It's like, are you okay? What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh my God. Yeah. So bunch of men, that in itself without due process is illegal. That's bullshit. But the Trump administration admitted that they wrongly sent Kilmar Abrego Garcia. And so courts had ordered, and I have like the facts wrong here, but I should pull up the link. But they were ordered to bring him back, and the Trump administration said no, and he's staying
We
there.
can't
And he is a gang member and he's done like sex
watch him like be
trafficking.
part of like the peace pro like peace, what is that?
He's a dad. He's a dad of like and like of a couple of children. Prison without due process is a concentration camp. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And he's a dad, he's a father, a husband,
He's a taxpayer. My favorite thing is when
a
they're like, oh, the IRS, we're going to go in. Because first they were saying, like, oh, immigrants, they don't, illegal immigrants, they don't pay taxes. But then the next blip is, oh, we're going to go through the IRS to find these illegals. Well, then that means they would have to pay taxes for you to find them through the IRS. You idiot.
They
But
they just like they're so I don't know if they're like trying to make like him into this, gang member where he's not. He's living in Maryland, or he was living in Maryland. He was wearing
Peace
a
Corps.
Chicago Bulls
That's
hat.
what I meant to say. Peace Corps. I was like watching be like a member of the Peace Corps and all these like beautiful things. And he's like trying to make the world a better place. And he's the one that's getting friggin' deported.
Mhm. They're like, he's a gang member. He's what's up with his hat from Chicago or wearing a Bulls hat? Um,
He
guys,
he had it angled a little bit to the left,
I don't
his
know
gang
basketball
member.
well, but like, what is the basketball team in Maryland, and are they that good if there is one? And also
Maryland, the
the
mean
Chicago,
streets of Maryland.
the Chicago Bulls are like one of the most like of all the basketball teams. I'd say that
Chicago's
the
Illinois.
Lakers. Yes, no, but Maryland. Where's Maryland? I don't even know. Maryland is his own thing. I'm saying
East.
Chicago, he was wearing a Chicago Bulls hat in
Um,
Maryland, and they're like, that's weird. Is it
oh,
that weird? There's no
you mean have you not watched Space Jam?
like if you asked a random person in like another country if they knew Michael Jordan played on the Chicago Bulls, they probably would say yes. So
Yeah, and
I don't
also
think that makes him a gang member.
it would literally be like Warriors. It's kind of like the equivalent of baseball when everyone's like, "Oh, name a baseball team." Yankees. Like it's kind of like that where it's like name a basketball team. Warriors or the Bills or like the ones that immediately come to your brain are like the ones that are like very much public. So it's not like he's like this obscure team. Like it's not like he's wearing a freaking Oakland Raiders hat. That would be a little bit more
No, none of it. You can wear. There are tons of people from other states who like other teams, or maybe they initially came from that state, or their family is from that state. I mean, you just like I think about I'm at a basketball game or I'm at a football game and it's the 49ers and let's say it's the Raiders, and then you get a random freaking Dallas Cowboy fan or like Buffalo fan. Like you're like, okay, come and have fun with us, I guess. But like, no, that doesn't make you,
a
it's
gang
just,
member.
it doesn't make you a gang member. That is not how the law goes. You don't get deported for wearing like whatever.
So then I'm starting to think, are we going to get deported because we're talking negatively about our president? It's like probably
Dear France and England, Ireland, Sweden, or
Switzerland. I want to go to
Switzerland,
Switzerland so bad.
I would Tokyo, anywhere really, Portugal. If I get deported, will you please take Danielle and I and our families?
Well, yeah. Oh my God. Don't
Where do
even
you
get me
go?
started. Well, and what happens to your
Help out
children?
them.
I'm a single mom. My kids would literally be what, left to their own devices in an apartment? Are you kidding? Where are they gonna go?
I just no, I think it was maybe not the silver lining, but is that people are starting to like, oh, this is happening. Like I could feel it. It feels a little bit more. not, I can't say serious because serious sounds so bad because of all the other shit that has been happening since January
Yeah.
24, um, since he started this year. But it feels it's just piling on, right? Like we're gonna get to this tipping point, I think.
Well, I posted something the other day that was a reel where it was the laughing scene in Adam's Family Values when Debbie, the blonde chick who marries Uncle Fester, and she's just like cackling in her car, being like, and she like starts evil laughing.
Oh,
And it
yes.
literally is like all the people who voted for him starting to regret their choice or something. And it's just like my
Mhm.
reaction. It's so true. I think people are slowly but surely starting to be like, I think things have gotten a little out of hand, guys. A
So much,
little.
so much. Yeah. We did talk about last week about how he's manipulating the stock market, right? Like that
Yep.
happened. And just like, oh, there's been so much. Doesn't that feel like a month ago and it was a week ago? That's
Okay,
so weird.
we say this every
I
single
know.
episode, and this is episode 9, and every single
Mhm.
episode. So for the last 9 weeks, we've been saying the same thing that all of this shit has been happening, and it's only been 9 weeks since we've just started talking about it. And so I'm just like, it's more of like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
What's next, guys? What do you have for us? Because clearly you're freaking crazy psychopath house of a freaking whatever. You might as well paint it black and just like with red lighting and just call it what it is.
Hmm. Yeah.
You're a villain. You're a villain, and you should just like really embrace the villain story because you are fucking up a lot of things. You're actually having, well, not the really brainwashed ones. Those are the cult people that no matter what. Did you see the one that I posted about this guy who straight up looks like he's 15 years old, but he's not. He's like in his 20s. He had a caller call in and he's like, okay, so you voted for, and she's like, Trump. He's like, okay, well, what if hypothetically, and and she goes, Christian. It's like, okay, so what if Trump said XYZ about Christians? She's like, well, I don't know. I mean, like, I'd have to really consider and probably decide, like, he's probably right here. And he goes, so you're saying that you would go back on your entire life of being a Christian because he told you so? And she's like, well, I mean, he obviously knows what he's talking about. And he's like, did you just legitimately say, like, if he says something, you will just change your entire outlook that you've had your entire life? Well, I mean, he has the facts. And he just was like, I need a minute. I need a minute. I need
Yeah.
a minute. Like,
So
what?
I'm glad we're talking about this. There was we touched on it one of the other episodes. And my mom and I talk about it a lot because she's Christian and my family is Christian and I would consider myself as Christian as well. But I don't go to church and I pray. It's my own, like
I
my,
have been, well,
you
speaking of
know?
Easter,
Yeah.
I've gone to church with you for Easter before. I've gone to the best church ever. The freaking, what was it? That starts
Cathedral
with a
Day.
B. No,
Oh,
the one that's behind it starts with a B where they're all like, hallelujah, and they fall to the ground.
did we do that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Like, because like women were legitimate. He's like, the guy who's speaking at the podium was like, I used to smoke crack, but I found God. And she's like, hallelujah. And she like
I don't
fell to
even
the ground,
remember
passed
that.
out.
I like that they're Southern.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
I
Southern and San Jose.
I feel like it's okay. Besides, like there are reasons why I don't physically want to go to church. Sometimes I do. There maybe like I would investigate what type of church. Like I don't want to
Well,
judge each church.
Cathedral of Faith is a little bit more like it's entertainment. Like they play movies,
It is.
they have a show, they have a little
Yeah.
like Broadway little fiesta. Like they do it up. No,
Hmm.
these aren't the ones that are like,
There,
you will be a sinner.
it's not, yeah, it's not like condemning anyone, and it's not like traditionalist, like a true Catholic church. Like that's got like his, like Charlie was like, that has history. I like that. Like he's into that. Although he
Oh,
doesn't,
go to a
I've
Mexican Catholic church and let me tell you, I
I've been
remember
to one of
going
those
there
too.
as a kid. And I was basically told because I spit out the wafer they give you that's supposed to
Oh,
be Jesus's body.
you spit it
And
out.
yeah, apparently that was telling for my future.
I like the messages and I like praying. I think that there's there's a lot to say about like the faith and stuff, but to my point, my mom has been talking to me about how she's been getting in arguments online with these so-called Christians, people that she's met who are, and pastors as well, who are basically preaching to their church that he is like almost like the second coming. Like he is a Messiah. He is like holy and sent by God. And so this is what makes this shit super scary. And for us people who, you know, like to critically think and aren't.
No, we're intelligent and we are getting all the information, but not from one source. We're literally looking into like, okay, if I see this on an ABC News thing, I will also go to other news outlets to see what they have to say about it too, because I'm not going to just take one opinion of one thing
Yeah.
and run with it and think fact.
But they're being told in their like community that like women like us we're not right.
Sinners.
Yeah, we're well just not just sinners, but like we don't, you know, just this whole it's a whole like culture and it's gotten so bad. And my mom and my family as a whole, as Christians, they're not like that. They aren't Trump supporters and they don't think like that and they're not cultists, but they're, you know, there's plenty of Christians out there who don't subscribe to this, but what's scary to me is the ones who do. This is like
And the
terrible.
ones who are literally willing to give up their faith because Orange Homie over here tells you to do so.
Yeah, that's you're following, and see, this is my like you're following a church or a god or whatever for the wrong reasons. So you are never in it for the right reasons, and you might have
Sounds like The Bachelor.
like an addiction issue though. Like, right? Like to me, that's like maybe you were like addicted to something and now you're addicted to religion. That's not what religion
Well,
and not what God is about. So
I mean, a lot of people who were addicted to alcohol and drugs, they turned to Jesus and they ramped that shit up like all of a sudden they weren't
it's
religious
another
before,
addiction.
but all of a sudden they just all they do is talk about Jesus.
They need the community. I mean, I'm talking and like I just want to clarify. I am talking about these like total
Extremists. Let's say extremists.
extremist. Yeah, it's an extremist. I'm not talking about like if you're out there and you believe in God, like you go
No,
for like
believe in
I do too, you know, but I'm just talking
believe
about
in
these
God.
extremists who are going to put others well-being, women, children, everyone's well-being be
And
like they're
that's what scares me too, is a lot of these people have children that are
hmm
being told something by these people who are brainwashed
yeah,
to believe something. So they're basically raising another generation
I
of
know.
brainwashable people. And
Hmm.
I have always taught my children respect, kindness. Like, even if freaking Wyatt is a little tyrant and defiant that day, he still will say, thank you. Like, and
Hmm.
like, he's a kind person. It's like, you are literally raising your children to be like you. And sometimes that's not great. If
Yeah.
you are thinking so small-minded, if you are open-minded, everyone, is unequal. You need to kind of value everyone, respect people, say hello, be kind,
Yeah.
like things like that. More power to you. But if you are telling people they are wrong because of oh, they're gay, they're trans, they don't believe in God, or they don't believe in our orange Jesus, like all these things, you're teaching another generation to think small-mindedly.
And that was not the message of, of the Bible, whether you believe it or not. That's not the message of you're supposed to be not judgy. You don't judge. Don't, you know, like all of these like wonderful values that are in the Bible, they're just basic values. And the reason why they came to be was because there was no law. There was no
My
law. So they
My favorite is, how it's like the whole message is like Jesus died for our sins kind of thing, is like the whole message of the Bible and like religion. And it was like this woman was So if the sin was being gay, he died for your sin. So that basically means if you're not gay, then you're actually going against Jesus because he died for your sins. And then she was like laying it out kind of thing. It's like, so you are actually going against Jesus, hating gays and being in a hetero relationship. So think about that.
I just think it's better for people just to like I used to say like the little things like when Prop 8 came about, was that in 2000 and
What's Prop 8 again? Remind me.
Prop 8 was like if gay people can get married.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
and
that
aren't a
was
bunch of
like
states trying to like take that away again?
I'm sure. And that was the first time that it came to California. That was like I don't know, like 2007 maybe, like a long, long time ago.
Rings a bell.
And you know, um I'll say a family member was like, I don't know, like, I don't care that like this would, like if someone who is gay wants to get married, but like, does my faith think that like that I, is that a sin if I do that? And I just said, do you think that when you die and like let's say you go to heaven, you step up and they're like, oh, you've lived such a great life, you believe in Christ, you died on the cross for your sins, you like whatever blood of Christ, voted for Prop 8. Hell,
You
not
liked gay people?
even
Ew.
that you like gay people, that you voted. And yeah, you like gay people. Like, no, I don't think so. I cannot believe in that version of no.
No, and even the fact that you just said people look to their faith, but then there's also these people like we just talked about that look to Orange Jesus. He's not the Messiah. He's not the second coming. He is literally a reality TV
Yeah.
host and a
Mhm.
guy that was on a freaking Home Alone 2 in one scene and misdirected this youth that was by himself. And he's God. He is a convicted felon. He is also uh I think he was convicted of also sexually assaulting women. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this is the guy you're gonna really like really follow.
Yeah.
Really,
He's
really.
he is the con artist of the century. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
he's conning and he's conning the dipshits of America.
He's not
He's
someone to
conning
follow by.
them.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah. I know. I know. Ugh, okay.
people, so I don't
One.
even know. Like, I just again, what will he have for us next week?
We'll see.
It's probably gonna be a doozy, y'all. Buckle up, Buttercup. He's gonna do something wild and crazy next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. No, let's like actually have a week where it's like it's a little light this week. RFK Jr. still on his bullshit, but Trump hasn't done shit. So maybe he went enjoyed some of those hard-boiled eggs from the back lawn and made some deviled eggs and oh no, not
I
deviled eggs. Devil, that's against Jesus.
so speaking of last note of Trump before we move on to lighter news. What do you think about his health? I've heard some
Oh,
news.
the colonoscopy or something?
I
Well,
don't know.
homeboy loves McDonald's, so that's not great.
Is he still eating that? I don't really know. I'm sure he is, but yeah, I
Yeah,
hope.
homeboy is sneaky.
Oh,
There is a bag on his nightstand at night, every night with a little burger, a little fry, some
thought it was
sweet
like
and
a
sour
fish.
sauce for dipping,
I heard it
a
was like a
fish
fish
fillet.
fillet. Oh,
Of course, he looks like he'd like a fish fillet. Take that what you want it. Take that how you want.
the worst image of yeah.
Well, I
Um,
mean, the snack wrap's coming back. Maybe he was a big fan of the snack wrap.
I bet you the soft serve McDonald's that he goes to is never broken.
I was gonna say that McFlurry machine and that soft serve machine are always working 100%. He probably got one installed in the White House.
Oh, I did. I hope he did. You know what? I hope he is eating like
Do you
just
think he's okay?
do you-
People are saying we could actually see a president keel over
Yeah,
from
then we
his
have Katie
poor
Van.
health.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
God. Fuck us up the butt. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what's worse at
I
this
was just
point.
thinking you haven't said anything like super dirty and then you haven't said anything super dirty. When is it
I
going?
love I love how that is actually something that I'm known for. No, JD Vance is probably truly, he's like baby little mini orange Jesus. He's like, wait, no, no, no. Orange God, and then JD Vance is orange Jesus with eyeliner
Aw.
and filler.
Dear God. Yeah,
Do
he
you
had a
really
doctor
think like he's going to
report.
survive the entire term?
Probably. I mean, with our luck, I think so. This is our luck, everyone, guys. Everyone, we're all in this together. This is our luck so
We're
far.
all in this together
We
because
all
we
need
know.
a stage. What other things are like lucky? I don't know, like a lucky penny.
Palo Santo,
Yeah,
put
little
salt, put salt, sprinkle salt in front of your door to
get
don't
the
let the
salt.
evil in. So maybe
We
that'll be your way
all
from not getting freaking deported, even though you were born here.
Mhm. Yeah,
I don't
all the way.
know.
No, it's a he had a like his recent health report said that he's in great, excellent cognitive and physical health. I do think that that is probably bullshit. But I don't. Did you see the video where he's like talking and it was absolute gibberish? It was nonsense.
Oh wait, no, I saw a reel where someone responded with like the cut thing. They're like, "What?" Again, that's all it was. I didn't actually watch the interview. What happened?
Let me see if I can find it. Trump speaks gibberish.
And it's
Um,
like 75 different interviews.
Trump let me try and find incoherent gibberish. But let me try and find a like actual.
It shows the transcript and it's like LRHCHKR for like a majority of it.
I'm not gonna be able to find it in time, but I'll find out. I'll post it on the story. I'll do some research and just make sure that it wasn't one AI doing a fake story.
That's the
But
sucky thing is like nowadays we really have to check. And that's why I go, I don't just take one. I literally have to look in like six different
yeah.
areas first to see if it's real.
Hmm.
Sad thing is, most of the time it is.
Mostly, yeah. I'm trying to find a quote on here. But yeah, he just was speaking just nonsense, made no sense. And just kind of interesting. And then I saw someone like you look at the comments and people, people have theories and stuff, but someone had said like,
Ketamine?
it's dementia. Like I've been saying this, it's gotta be dementia. And I'm like, I could see like the angriness. There's a lot of levels to dementia. Like people have
My grandma died of dementia.
yeah, I mean, well, there's like different types, like where it affects different parts of your brain. Like, so the frontal cortex is like more where like your inhibitions or like your like
Release your
tells your
inhibitions.
tells your brain like what not to do. So those folks who have dementia and the frontal cortex might be like running and shrieking naked and like bolting out of their house.
So like like what? Old school? Those are
Uh,
streaking through the quad.
Yeah, only, it's like your grandma or grandpa and not as fun because you're like, Grandma, Grandpa,
Why are
don't
you
leave me.
naked?
You're naked. It's actually not funny because it's really horrifying as a family member. If you are going through that, I apologize. And I have also dealt with some of that, not full on naked, but yeah, it's rough. It's really rough. And then you have some people who get dementia and they, still live like another like a long lifespan still, but maybe it's like a slower decline. So, I mean, there's lots of
Yeah.
things. I feel like I could see that for him. I could also see like he's just,
Like towards the end, he gets a little bit loopy, like how Biden was, like where he was kind of like, "Meh," kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, he
No, who
holds
was the other speaker in the last term? The guy who like Mitch something, he just
oh,
like
Mitch
was stood
McConnell,
there
the stroke. Yeah. Mitch
where he
McConnell.
was just like he was on camera and he had like a full-on stroke.
Yeah, that was wild because I felt like is he okay? Does he need to go? He needs to sit down, guys. He needs to sit
And they're
someone
just like the cameras are still on and they're all just like,
watching.
so I'm wondering if that's gonna happen, but who knows? We don't know. It'll
Blue.
be a it'll be a surprise for one of the episodes.
So you have here lighter news, Coachella.
Yeah, so one, have you ever been? I haven't. Have you
No.
been?
No, 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 no. I haven't.
Oh, I
I
was like,
wanted to when I was younger and that was the thing to do. And I remember telling Charlie, like, we should go to Coachella, like we're young now, like we're gonna look back and be like, now we can't go because we're
Let me
old.
guess. Charlie
And
went, it's so stupid.
no, well, yeah, he was like, oh, that was lame and stupid. But now looking at it, I absolutely do not want to go.
No, I actually follow the Talk of Shame, and she does coverage for each weekend, and she does coverage for a lot. I actually discovered her during the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, and she kind of blew up over that, and so now she has like her own show on Radio Andy on Sirius XM.
Mhm.
But she's doing Coachella coverage, and it's so funny. So weekend one, she was like showing the behind the scenes of like all these people who are like documenting like what's going on, what's happening, all like the craziness, like where it's taking 12 hours to get into the campgrounds, like your car is breaking down because your air conditioning is blasting because it's 150 degrees and shit like that. So, um, there's that. And this, so yeah, it's now going into Coachella to weekend two. So they split it up and they're doing weekend one, which already happened. And allegedly that is weekend one is for the influencers. And then weekend two is for like the purists, the ones that are like real diehards kind of situation. So what I've seen so far is like the security situation has definitely cleaned up a bit, but from the first weekend, people were getting in for free because they were just like the security did not know how to handle such crowds. So they were like sneaking in and getting in for free for the entirety of the 3 days. I don't know how, because like you have to be able to establish like a camping spot, or what are you doing for 3 days for
Yeah.
hygiene? Scary, scary time. But in general, like I did love seeing Lisa from Blackpink. So apparently they branched off on their own, and Lisa is Mook from White Lotus. And I did love seeing Guy Talk, Tame, and I liked seeing Patrick
Right.
Schwarzenegger, like
Yeah.
watching and like rooting her on. It was so
That's
cute.
cute.
Did you watch any of like the clips or anything that were on social media?
I saw her clip with them all like geeking out and I thought that was cute too. And then I saw Paris Hilton and oh my God, I'm gonna be so mad that I'm going blank. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
It's okay, you're sick. You're still recovering.
Oh, I feel like I'm malfunctioning. Too short. It was Paris
T-Pain?
Hilton. No, too short.
Oh.
It was too short and Paris Hilton and they did like a little mashup and it was like go on and on and she's DJing. It was really cute. I was like, yay, cute. And he says,
And T-Pain had his moment too, and he was like, a
"Hey,
lot's come out of that, which was so funny. T-Pain's like our Bay Area
ah,
celebrity. He's
I
the one
don't know.
that I'm pretty sure he sings the song that's like the 49er song. The one that's
You mean E40?
the Bang Bang Niner Gang. Oh, maybe I'm mixing
No,
them
that's
up.
E40.
Ignore me. Never mind.
Hmm.
Anywho, T-Pain, he got a spot, and then there was like Charlie XCX, and then Billie English, what's her name? Eilish? Yeah, Billie English. She did a guest spot on it, and it looks so fun. And I love that song. That song was catchy as hell. The one that was like the color of your underwear song.
I have no idea what that is.
It was so good. If we were youth, if we were children, like in our 20s, we
Mhm.
would have definitely been jamming out to that and being like, oh my God, this is so sensual.
What song is it? The Color of Your Underwear. By who?
Yeah, Charlie XCX and Billy.
Oh,
Oh my God, look at the music video. It's so fun. It reminds me literally of something that we would love in our childhood.
that's fun.
Being drunk at the age of 22 because we never pre-drink before then. Like, ugh,
Yes, clearly. Was
you
almost told
only
you,
drink
never
one
drink.
glass. You only drink one glass of wine every night, and that's it. Like once a week, one
Yep,
glass,
yep.
never more. Sure, sure, sure.
It's real fun life.
Um, and then the other one was Lady Gaga's performance. Apparently was out of this world. I only saw some clips. Did you ever see any of the clips? I'm gonna send some to you if you
I did
didn't.
not see the clips, but I just saw her scary outfit with the like hands.
So she did this one performance of Poker Face, but it was like her battling her old self and was on a chessboard. So they were literally hearing the entire performance, her dancers and stuff. They were moving actually as like they were playing chess,
Oh,
and she was
cool.
defeating her old self. And
Mm.
she was like the queen. It was so good.
Do you like
Oh
her
my
new
God.
song? What's her new song?
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
I don't care for it because it's not 2006,
Na,
but
na, na.
I do like there's this one that there's this guy on in the good old social media and he goes, "How can I make abracadabra gayer?" And so he remixes it and it's his remix is so good. Oh
Oh,
my God.
send
So
that to
good.
hear that.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to because I was like, dude, this is
Na, 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 na.
phenomenal. Yeah, and what I love, there was a video of a guy, like it was on TikTok apparently.
Mhm.
We have a TikTok, guys, but truth be told, Damiana, I think you're gonna need to like man the TikTok
Oh,
ship. I'll do
okay.
Instagram, you do TikTok because I am definitely not a talker, if you will. I'm a talker, but not a talker. But there's this one where this guy was like on his phone trying like to find his friends. He's like, I'm the only one. I'm over here at the stage waiting for Lady Gaga. I have my claws up, my claws up, my claws up. And then she commented on the video being like, I would have found you.
Oh, cute.
I think he might have just died,
That's
like keeled
adorable.
over and died, and that was it for him. He's done
She
because it was
really
so cute.
she is a good performer and she seems like a good like she has a good following and she's good to her
The
people.
baby
I do
monsters.
like her. Yeah, I do like her. And she's wonderfully talented. But yeah, Abracadabra is
Ooh
hard for
la la,
me too.
ooh la
Na,
la,
na, na, na,
ooh
na,
la
na.
la.
It came on and I was like, I cannot do this right
It's
now.
not bad, but it's not her best work.
No. Is well, it's her work.
I like how you're trying to be like, I don't want to be like too negative about it. Just say you don't like it, girl. It's
Oh
fine.
no, I don't. It's not her. I don't like it. But yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see kind of like the performances because again, they've split it up into two different weekends.
Hmm.
So we already saw the performances from weekend one. I know that in weekend two, they typically bring out like different guests and like different surprise like performances and stuff. So I'm looking forward to the performances. So if you want to see the highlights, definitely follow the Talk of Shame on
Talk.
Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
Her name is Kiki. Um, she does such amazing coverage. So you'll only see like the highlights you need to know about for people. Like if people are talking about it, you'll know exactly what they're talking about because she actually highlights pretty well. So highly
Okay.
recommend. Um, other than that, I mean, that's it. Like I have, it's just like the Lady Gaga of it all, the Charlie XCX and stuff like that.
I'm just looking at all of the outfits from the performances. And see, like I can get into this, like, because this is like in the like comfort of my home. Um, like I
Oh
can
yeah.
get into the celebrity talk, the outfits, and just like the bodies.
I
It's
know
amazing.
Charlie XCX has apparently been around since the dawn of time. Like when we were partying, she had songs out.
Hmm.
She's been able to stand the test of time. And she looks phenomenal for being how old is Charlie XCX? Age. She's 32. So she's not these like youths that are like 20 something.
No, Noah Cyrus's outfit.
Oh,
Um,
don't even look at Noah Cyrus.
you don't know her? Wait, you don't know who she is?
No, I do. Trust me, I do. I actually listen to your favorite podcast, which is her sister's podcast, Brandy Cyrus.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and then Brandy Cyrus's other podcast is with their mom, Trish Cyrus. And I think Noah Cyrus was a guest literally this last week. It was called Sorry We're Stoned.
hmm.
I think they actually had to because they got signed to a company, a podcast company. They changed it to Sorry We're something. Hold on. Brandy Cyrus
Well, you're looking that up. I'm going to describe what she's wearing.
podcast. Okay.
She's
Sorry
wearing,
We're Cyrus. Sorry We're Cyrus.
sorry, we're sorry. She's wearing this like lace, a white lace gown with like ruffly things on the sleeves, kind of like Victorian style, with no bra. You can definitely see her tatas.
Oh
Good for
no,
you,
she loves
girl.
showing her nipples.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. And then just like a little like undies. But the last time like I looked at a photo of her, I really like just one song like way back, and that's like all that I know is just like one song. I think it's called July. But she had work done on her face. She's really young, right? Is this her face? This might just be her face. I'm sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure she's had work done. She is a
Oh.
child,
And why did
Cyrus
I
age.
see that I saw
She's
something
only
about
25. She was born in 2000.
yeah, and she weren't like her and her mom dating the same guy.
Oh yeah, so that's some tea. So the Hottie McHot pants that obviously I would find attractive, and I'm sure that you would not. The guy from Prison Break, not the gay guy, the other one, the one that looks like he's a serial killer, kind of looks like a beefed up version of someone that I lost my virginity to. Um, we'll keep it at that and do not name names. Uh, he looks like that, where he has a thick ass neck kind of thing and bald head, shaved head or whatever, and he's like a surfer. So allegedly,
Oh
so
my God.
Trish Cyrus married,
Oh, another
and you
picture
know
of
exactly what I'm saying. You saw a picture. You're not. If you're not watching, Daviana has died. She's no longer here. Um, so yeah, Trish Cyrus married this guy after like dating for less than a year.
Oh,
But the tea was Noah Cyrus and like two other of her kids did not go to the wedding because Noah Cyrus dated him first.
ugh, gross.
Dominic Purcell or something like that. Yeah, apparently Noah dated him first and then the mom married him. And
This guy
Noah was
looks
obviously
like
not at
oh,
the wedding,
this guy looks like he's done.
a
Oh
white
God,
supremacist.
I hate that I'm saying this. You know, when you imagine a porn, or maybe you've seen a porn,
We're all for pro sex work.
a porn.
Get your bag, girl.
Um, and like the guy, it's you know, I'm just gonna say that it seems like
Not being so PC, just say it.
the guys in porn are just like not that great looking
Yeah,
for the
that's
most
why
part.
women tend to look at female and female porn because at least you can imagine like how it would feel. Guy porn is like grunting and being like, oh,
Oh,
like weird facial expressions, like get out of here.
yeah. But this man looks like he's done porn before. Like he looks like greasy and veiny, and
Ooh,
he might be a white supremacist. Yes.
probably just like
Yeah.
the first person that I lost my virginity to. Anywho,
Okay.
uh, did you know that Dominic Purcell also dated freaking the one that played Naomi in the 90210 reboot and also was on episodes? She was the blonde chick, the like really young chick in Nip Tuck.
Oh,
Look
the
up
one with
Dominic Purcell,
the hair?
curly hair, the really pretty like young one.
One that
She
looks like a
dated him for
model?
like 7 years.
Mm,
Look up Dominic Purcell's dating history.
oh
Her name
no,
is Naomi. No, her 90210, her character name is Naomi.
that's so funny. Oh, gross. Guys, why him? He is so no.
I know I'd
Ew.
rather date the gay guy from Prison Break, not him. I've
No,
learned my lessons.
I don't think that's this one. I think that one is from Nip Tuck. I don't know him. How funny. Yeah, you learned your lesson. Oh
Trust,
man.
trust. Now I'm, like I said, I'm a self-proclaimed celibate single lady. All the single ladies, oh, the single ladies.
Um, whoa, look at that outfit by Shabuzi. I'm sure that's not like anything crazy
If
though
you
for
have a
him.
link to all the fashion, can you please put it in a reply to our notes and
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
I'll include it in the description because people need visuals sometimes. Because I think like
Oh,
we've all seen like Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet dong them together, and Timothy looks like a high school boy, skater boy.
wait, is he still with who'd you say he's with?
I Kylie,
Kevin. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
I do.
they're still
Bernie
she.
Sanders.
So I think actually at first I thought very
Hmm.
PR, but now I'm thinking like maybe they're actually good together because she's gotten a lot of her fillers dissolved and he clearly is like obsessed with her. Like I think when you're with people that are very much like not treating you for what you're worth, and then you finally get a guy who just is like fully in love with you, fully like about you, just loves everything that you're doing and all that, like such a like a big proponent and just positivity and stuff. I think it's so cute because he's so much like that. Like anything she's doing, he just looks at her like, "Ah, that's right, baby girl. You get that going. I love what you're doing right now."
Yeah, they seem cute.
Yeah.
I also love that his spelling of his name is Timothy. That's
Well,
how
he's
I
French. Timothy Chalamet. Yeah. There's actually videos of him speaking in fluent, him and his sister. His sister, did you ever watch The Secret Lives of College Girls on
Mm,
HBO Max?
no, I didn't. No, I wanted to. That was on my watch list. That's
It
good.
recently got
Uh,
they didn't renew. So they I think only had 3 seasons, but super good. The third season was kind of a buzzkill, but I understand why they were not renewed. But his sister is the big titty girl from that show. Yeah. She's a
love
Chalamet.
it. Chalamet. Love
Chalamet. Speaking of what we watched,
it.
if we're done with the
Hmm.
Coachella corner, we'll have probably more stuff of like who performed on the weekend too and stuff like that. But again, check out the Talk of Shame if you want to see like behind the scenes stuff, which is really fun. But anyway, what we watched, must. This is the thing that I kind of hinted earlier. The ratings aren't that great. It is a 7 out of 10 though. If you look at IMDb, I don't know what the actual Rotten Tomatoes is. Let me look. But Companion, it just came out on HBO Max. Just came out on HBO Max literally
Mhm.
today. Oh, it actually is a good score on Rotten Tomatoes, has 91%. So if you're into that sort of thing, good rating. Um, I personally don't give two figs, but oh my God, this movie,
Oh, yeah, I do want to see this.
so good. So it's like dark comedy, thriller, sci-fi.
Mhm.
It is so well done, so entertaining, so fun. Um, Dennis Quaid's son is in it, Jack Quaid.
I love him. Have you watched The Boys?
No, I need to watch
Oh,
that.
oh.
Chase from freaking Gossip Girl, Chase Crawford's in it.
Oh, you, I, mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down. I need to watch The Boys because no, I've seen it so many times, like the trailer promotions for it, but I've never actually
Have
what
to
when is
watch
it
The
streaming
Boys.
on?
I think it's
What
on, shit.
Prime?
No, yes, I think it's on Prime.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. The Boys streamer, not steamer. What the hell? Streamer. Prime Video. It's already on 4 seasons. Jesus Christ. That's a lot to
It's got
watch.
a cult following. Like that is
Oh
a cult.
yeah, no, it looks so funny. And I've seen those memes where it's like the really creepy older guy where when he smiles, he looks like a creeper. I'll get to it. But no, Companion.
Huh.
So good. You and Charlie need to watch. Highly recommend. 91% around Tomatoes, 7 out of 10 on IMDb, but it is a dark comedy, thriller, sci-fi. So if you are into any of that, oh my God, it's so good. I watched it and it's like not super wildly gory. There's like alluded to scenes. So it's not something where you're gonna be like, oh my God, like I need to look away. It's like where something happens, but then it's panned away and then it comes back and they're just covered in blood. So it's nothing like over the top, unnecessary, like gruesome, disgusting scenes. It's very much like you will enjoy the ride. There, it
Okay.
is a ride. It is a freaking ride and you will love it. So Companion just came out on HBO Max, so definitely watch it. Highly recommend. And if you hate it, then you probably have bad taste or you're Charlie and you hate everything. Um, Another
Was
thing that I'm literally about to end is season 4. I'm on episode 10. So I'm legitimately on the last episode until the new season comes out. The final season comes out next week. So you, season 4,
Mhm.
completely forgot about the twist at the end. So I'm really glad I waited to do a rewatch until like right before the
Oh,
fifth season
you.
comes out. Yeah. Still really good. Like there's certain episodes that are kind of like a snooze fest, but then like it's a pretty freaking good show. And I'm actually really glad that they like end it now at season 5, but versus having to go like 10 seasons where like
Yeah,
season 7 and 8 is bullshit and sucks and blah blah blah. And like
all that.
the only thing, did you ever watch The Society
Yes.
in Netflix? It had one season, left us on the biggest cliffhanger of all time, and then got canceled. It is
Society.
one of those shows that
I
people are causing
don't know
people,
my
also me, I am in the comments too, when they like Netflix has the balls to post like something about like what's a show that you wish didn't end? Everyone's like
life.
anime shit and stuff like that. And then it's like everyone else going off about freaking VA or OA. And then
Oh, yeah.
Society.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check that out too.
Oh, Society was so good. Well, check it out, but know that Society ends on the biggest cliffhanger and you'll never get the answer because it got canceled. Um, it was so fucking good. I've looked everywhere, high and low, left and right, for what should have happened in season two. Like, what was the plan? What was the direction they were going to go to?
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
never been a straight up answer. So you're literally
Hello,
left
everybody.
with you were left with the biggest blue balls of all time, and you'll never get relief. So watch it if you really like blue balls.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna watch it. Tell me about Bravo
Um,
Corners Summer House in the Valley.
okay,
How are those
so
dumb bitches doing? Just kidding.
Summer House is funny because there's the latest episode was hilarious and it broke the fourth wall because Amanda, who's been there since season one, she looked straight at the camera and was like laughing with the crew behind the camera
They were
because
laughing too.
yeah, they you can hear them like on the audio, but it was funny because like it was this new guy that's just came in this season and he's like trying to find the girl that he went and banged the night before and he's like, where are your shoes? Do you see her shoes? Do you know her shoes? She's like, you don't know, what do they look like? He's like, I don't know. He's like, you don't know what her shoes look like at all? Like she took them off in this house. So you don't know what they look like? And he goes, no. And she goes, because he hooks up with a new person every single weekend.
Oh.
One weekend he hooked up with two people. He had a threesome. And then one of the housemates came in and got his toe sucked. Toe sucked. And he has a girlfriend. Toe sucked. He was in there for 37 minutes. He got more than his toe sucked. Girl,
That
I'm
is
so.
an embarrassing lie.
Oh, I got my toe sucked for 37 minutes. Oh, I love you, girl. You're my girl. And then this episode, let me tell you, he had the audacity to then try to like make up. Of course, every freaking cheating dick would do this. Every insecure little fucking twat would do this. Try to make nothing out of fucking something or something out of nothing, something out of nothing. He was like, well, he put his hand on your shoulder. I know that I need to like worry about that. She's like, what are you talking about? It's your best friend. And she's like, he goes, no, I know there's more there. I'm like, oh, Mr. Toe sucking guy is blaming you about you doing something in public with his best friend. His
Guilty.
best friend touched her shoulder. And he's like, I don't know. I just like saw the way he touched your shoulder and I just didn't like it. It's like,
Looking
you
for a
got your
way out.
fucking let's call a spade, yo. You got your dick sucked and you're gonna try to call her out for being a shady girl. Like, fuck you.
Why would you just lie and say you kissed someone? Why would you say that you got your toe sucked? Like, then you're
And
just
the
like,
audio, and mind you, this show, every single room has a camera and audio in the walls. So even if you take out your camera pack, it picks up. So he's in there for 37 minutes. The guy who had the threesome put the towel over the camera. So there was no visual except there was stuff on the floor. He took his socks off and he took his like apparently his like underwear off or something like that. I was like, oh, why'd you take off your underwear, guy?
I
To
gotta
get your
watch this.
toe sucked.
Sounds like a fucking car crash.
Are you saying that it's the size of a toe? Then I
Oh
think we have a different conversation.
my God.
So, yeah, so that was
Fun.
fun. If you're not, Summer House has like 10 seasons. So
Oh
if you're
dear
looking for
God.
a good, if you're
Binge.
looking, oh, if you're looking for a good time
Oh,
binge where you're cleaning your house, think you don't really have to pay attention, but then you like peek in and see what's like going on. Summer House is the way to go for sure. But The Valley just started season 2, episode 1, and it is reminds me of Vanderpump Rules season 1 when it was the juiciest of juice. It's so good.
Okay. Well, that's a good like recommendation because I always feel like I want to start Vanderpump because people like you and I have other friends who are so passionate about it and it makes me kind of jealous that I'm like not a part of it and I'm like, can I start now? And I don't feel like I can start now. And so
No, I'd highly recommend it. Season 1 and season 2 were literally like,
amazing.
oh my God, every reality show wishes. And they're all friends, so that's why it works. Like all of them are actually friends and they would hang out on the weekends and off screen and off like
Yeah.
when it was not filming. So you can tell that they have such history and that's why it's so good. The Valley is what is that called? Like when they take it like people from the show and they a sideshow? No. That's not it.
Cool. No. Yeah.
Spin-off. Okay. The Valley is a spin-off of Vanderpump Rules. So The Valley is just starting their second season and they only have 10 episodes a season, so I highly recommend starting The Valley. But if you want to get into some really good stuff, except the COVID year season of the Vanderpump Rules was real suck ass. Um, highly recommend watching The Valley. So good. And it's very much like our lives in a way because it's like talking about people who just had babies, who just have kids and they have careers out, like actual careers and all this stuff. So it's a lot more. It's because Vanderpump starts off with like all of them working at a restaurant. The Valley, like they all have their own career
They're like,
and kids and marriage. Yeah.
they're not in the Silicon Valley. They're like in,
No, Vanderpump Rules is in LA.
oh, okay.
The Valley is in the Valley of LA
LA. It's always somewhere. It's always, why can't it be somewhere here?
because
Just
it'd be
kidding.
boring. Probably not actually.
I
Oh my
don't
God,
think so. I think,
imagine if they followed us around in our 20s.
yeah, I think it'd be fine.
Holy crap.
So, um,
Um,
I
what
watched a
did you
couple
watch?
episodes. Since I was sick, I had a little tiny bit more time. So I tried to catch up on Love is Blind. I didn't quite finish yet, but I'm almost there. I agree with you. It has definitely some boring moments, honestly, nothing really noteworthy yet.
Which
And
episode are you on? Because they had like 6 episodes in the pods. Are you out of the pods yet?
I'm out of the pods. We
Okay.
have moved into our apartments and they're talking about I think they're like just starting to meet like parents and stuff. No like real hard conversations have happened. I think the hardest one is like this um oh God, I don't even know his name. It's one of the many white dudes who he was
Because they all look the same.
the medical sales guy who was like really shallow in the
Oh my
beginning.
God. The one that's with the teacher?
Yeah, someone who's with the teacher. And so we're just
He's
finding out that she
such a
like hooked up with a
dick.
guy on a Friday before she left on a Sunday. We don't know if it's true. It seems like maybe the guy that she hooked up with is just like
No, he's holding
trying to
on
get
to
on
this because he doesn't
TV
like her.
because the guy from yeah. So I can see the clip that he talks to the redheaded girl. I forget her name, Molly. So I feel like you already know what happened. So for me, I'm guessing. So that's fun for you. Don't ruin it for me. But
I'm not
I
going to.
I also get the vibes that he doesn't like her very much. They don't seem like they gel that well. Yeah, and even her, like I think like her intuition on like when they're like on their trip is like
This he's
she
also
seems
sister lover.
uncomfortable.
He's obsessed with his sister.
Yeah, he is. Which I love that as like a fellow.
No, my favorite thing about it was like all these memes came out where it was like Cersei from Game of Thrones and her brother. And I was like, this is him and his
I
sister.
can't wait till they show the sister. Yeah, I cannot wait for that dynamic.
Oh, I hate to, I'm gonna spoiler alert you right now. She's never on it.
Bummer.
I
Well,
know we actually were all thinking the same thing. Like, no, she didn't want to be filmed. So then a lot of the thought is, did the sister actually say any of this, or was that him projecting and pretend and blaming the sister when it was really him?
yeah, he said he was a shallow dude, and like I think that like she's a cute girl. She's very like Midwestern.
Normal.
Yeah, and I think he's used to a little bit of a baddie.
She's not a baddie at all.
She's not a baddie. I think that she has inner baddiness, but she's not a baddie.
That hopefully
And
comes out in the bedroom.
yeah, maybe, maybe,
Probably not, but one could hope.
maybe she's teachable. Um, Mo's so pretty nice.
He is vanilla. Let's
He's
just call it.
vanilla. He is too. I don't think he's a
No,
baddie either.
he's vanilla with a swirl of vanilla. Like
She's
they're
who's
lame. They
she?
should probably just be together. No, he's also I think he's like emotionally abusive. So no, she definitely dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. Yeah, there what did he say? He's the little there's like little jabs, like little things that he's said, and just like even like the first look, like you can tell it just wasn't like
He
this
was
like
disappointed.
yeah, it wasn't like this explosive thing and they didn't feel comfortable and I think she knew it, he knew it. So anyways, I don't know that they break up. I haven't seen that yet, but I know that they break up. Then I watched I've tried to watch Severance again with Charlie. We caught up to the spot that we're at.
Oh, I thought you finished it.
No, we haven't finished it. Now it's like it's taking forever and I'm seeing all these like Severance means how much like everyone loves it and I'm just like, oh, I cannot get past this
This is
like
one of those things that I think you have to be like, Charlie, I'm sorry, I have to watch ahead of you.
maybe. No, I just think we're like both getting kind of like we're like, oh God, I thought this was over. We
Okay,
watched
I'm glad I haven't gotten into that show because some
it is good though. I just think
50
that it's us. Like we're just like,
no,
love
50%
it.
of the feedback is like either it's phenomenal, oh my God, it's the most amazing thing on television, blah, 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 or it's like, eh,
I saw Jack Vanek threw a severance party for Jerry. Like that looks so cute. And I'm just like I love it. I have been on board, but it just hit this episode and I just can't shake
isn't
off.
there only 8 episodes too?
I might only have like one half of a episode left. I gotta check.
Girl,
So then then I opened up a can of Black Mirror and
oh, I haven't opened that up at all.
oh God. That first episode, I can't wait to watch it. We need to talk about it. So the first, I
Okay,
won't
I'll watch. I
spoil
promise I'll
anything.
watch it. I promise I'll watch it.
I won't spoil anything. But the first episode, I was thinking, God damn. One, love these actors. I had just actually I saw a movie. You would be so proud of me. It was like an older movie. Um, it's called Friends with Kids.
Oh, I
Friends
love that
with
movie.
Kids. Yeah.
Love that movie. And
Super
it has the
cute.
guy from Severance.
It does have the guy from Severance and full circle for Black Mirror. It has Chris O'Dowd, who's also the love interest in Bridesmaids. And also, if you watched
Oh yeah, yeah, British dude or Irish dude. He's Irish.
Irish,
Scottish?
um,
Irish? One of the ishes.
Irish, definitely Irish.
Scottish.
No, Irish. And he's from Dublin. And
Okay.
if you saw The Big Door Prize, which is also a really good show on Apple.
No.
Uh, nope. Great show, but he was in that movie, and then he's also the first episode in Black Mirror with Rashida,
Jones?
yeah, who we were just talking about.
Okay, I will definitely watch. No, that was a different Judd Apatow movie. Never mind. Um, I will definitely watch so then I can actually talk about it. But I'll watch Black Mirror because like I said, you season 4, I'm on the last episode and then the new episodes don't start until the 24th. So I have some time. So I will switch over to Black Mirror and I will watch that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
honored.
watch it. I love Rashida Jones. I think she's
She's so pretty.
really
She's the one that we talked about where I was like, oh, she's an Nepo baby. She's Quincy Jones's daughter.
yes, yes, I
Yeah.
know that. I've listened to the episode with her and Gwyneth Paltrow too, and like I've like just followed
I
her and
need
supported
to
her stuff.
follow that podcast because I forget that Gwyneth Paltrow has a podcast all the time.
I love the Goop.
What is it? It's called The Goop,
Yeah,
right?
yep. And Rashida is just wonderful in that ep like just an amazing actress. And so is her partner in it, who I just mentioned.
Oh, wait, I did watch the Nikki Glazer episode where Nikki Glazer was a guest on the Goop
Oh yeah, I
podcast.
just listened to that one too. I don't watch it. I probably should. It'd be
I'm
pretty.
a, well, because when I work, I will
Yeah.
have a podcast. So I'm a video format girly. That's why we do it also in audio, but also the video format because some people like one or the other. So if they're at home working, they usually like to put the video format up on the top. If they're in the car or if they're at work and they can pop it in like an earbud so they can do it on audio. But nine times out of 10, I'm watching the video format over anything.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So on
yeah.
my plate, I need to watch Black Mirror.
Mhm.
I will.
Yes.
I promise.
And
You
my
need to get caught up on you just because the new season, at least they're going to do a
last
recap.
episode of me.
I would say they're going to do a recap for sure. So they're going to do a lengthy recap to recap all four seasons. So then you get the whole shebang right before the first episode starts. So that starts on the 24th. So just be prepared. If you want something new, definitely watch The Valley.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Valley.
Do that. But also watch Companion, the movie.
Oh
Charlie
yeah.
will like it. Charlie will hate it because Charlie,
Nah,
but
I'll watch it.
it's a sci-fi, it's fun. It's not all serious business. It's not gory or anything like crazy times, but it's good.
Well, I think that's it for us. I think we
Yeah.
did good.
Yeah, and I think we'll definitely have a lot of recap over Easter weekend. A lot of fun things happening for us. But yes, as always, definitely drop your recommendations in our DMs. If there's something we should be watching, let us know.
Yeah.
Um, Feel free to share. I know Glennis definitely shares some stuff news related that I think is helpful. So
Yay.
if you have any specific things you want us to talk about, any news particular items you want us to talk about, drop us in our DMs, newsbooze.wwc, on Instagram and on TikTok. Damiana will do the TikTok portion.
I'm gonna work on
Um, we'll
that.
work on that. But I'll do Instagram. I mean, we'll both do Instagram, but you know what I mean. But
Mhm.
yeah, as always, please like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. We really appreciate all of that. And we'll see you next week. And we hope you have an amazing Easter weekend.
See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.